Hi, my skincare lovelies. Welcome to my YouTube channel at Skin Talk with Bookie. As a certified ingredient list analyst, I'm bringing before you today an awareness. I just want to create an awareness, and we need to really pay attention to this. All right. So it's also part of the daily skincare routine. If you've been following my previous post, I've talked about the first step of your daily skincare routine, which is cleansing, the second step, which is moisturizing, when you need to be strategic, and this is the last and the third step, which is applying your sunscreen before you set out for the day. So this is basically the simple routine, the steps to observe for your morning skincare routine. So just basically 3 steps. All right. You cleanse, moisturize, and you apply your sunscreen. So coming to sunscreen now, as a start, you guys should really be wary of certain ingredients in your sunscreen. Yeah, I'm so glad that this part of the world we are beginning to embrace the word sunscreen. We are beginning to incorporate sunscreen application into our daily skincare routine. Gone are the days when we think it's just for the Western world, because we are Africans. We don't really need sunscreen. But right now, the awareness is coming up and people are embracing it. But you need to be very careful the choice of sunscreen you get for yourself. All right. A lot of people do not know that there are 2 basic types of sunscreen: the mineral sunscreen, which is the natural sunscreen, and the chemical sunscreen. What is the difference between these two? It has to do, the difference is the type of ingredients incorporated during the formulation process to protect you from the sun. All right. We are all looking at protecting ourselves from the sun to prevent photo early signs of aging. And so what is the difference between these 2 types of sunscreen? I'm going to start first with chemical sunscreen. All right. How do you know the difference? How do you know this is chemical sunscreen? Because a lot of people, manufacturers, not all of them do put it on the bottle, on the label. The ingredient list will inform you to tell you that this is a chemical sunscreen. Now, during the chemical sunscreen formulation, havobenzone is the key, is the hero ingredient there to protect you from UVA rays, that is from the sun. All right, to protect your skin from damage from the sun. So havobenzone in sunscreen, it's relative. So havobenzone is the main ingredient in chemical sunscreen, which was invented in 1973 and approved by the FDA in 1988. So the main function, the main purpose of havobenzone in chemical sunscreen is to help absorb UVA rays, which is responsible for premature aging and skin cancer. There are 2 types of rays emitted from the sun spectrum: the UVB and the UVA. So UVB is responsible for sunburn, causes sunburn, while UVA is responsible for premature aging and skin cancer. So havobenzone primarily absorbs UVA, all right, absorb it and breaks it down to its energy. So when it is formulated in chemical sunscreen, that is the main purpose havobenzone is meant to carry out. But the unfortunate thing about this ingredient is that it breaks down easily when exposed to the sun. So when you apply chemical sunscreen on your skin and you step into the sun, havobenzone has a grace of 30 minutes grace to protect you from the sun. It breaks down quickly under the sun. So while this is happening, manufacturer now thought about adding an unsafe ingredient in order to stabilize havobenzone, so that havobenzone can last longer, protect you from the sun for a longer period of time. So this unsafe ingredient added to stabilize havobenzone is octocrylene. So that is the major issue in chemical sunscreen. This octocrylene is an endocrine disruptor. It releases free radicals into our body system, releases it where? It releases it into our kidney processes it, then it's being passed out through our urine. All those free radicals is being passed out through our urine. But not all is being passed out. Remember, octocrylene does what? It releases free radicals. That is why it's an endocrine disruptor. So when these free radicals is being released into our system, remember, that means not everything is being passed out in our urine. So we still have some of the free radicals in our system. So it is these free radicals that can damage skin cells, increasing the risk of skin cancer and other health problems. So now we come to, that's about chemical sunscreen. That is how it works, and that's the ingredient contained in it. So now we come to mineral sunscreen, which is also known as natural sunscreen. Why is it mineral? Why is it natural sunscreen? This has to do with the kind of ingredients incorporated in during the formulation process, which they're just two hero ingredients there: zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. These two ingredients have the potential, in fact, the broad spectrum. They're able to protect you from both UVB and UVA rays from the sun spectrum. All right, so what this does, how does it work? How does zinc oxide and titanium dioxide work? And they are very stable. It's a stable ingredient, and that can protect you from the sun, about 2 hours protection from the sun. It doesn't oxidize easily like the other counterpart, avobenzone. So how does natural sunscreen work on the skin? When you apply a natural sunscreen on the surface of your skin, what it does is that natural sunscreen sits right on top of the surface of your skin. It doesn't have the tendency, it doesn't have the ability to penetrate down into your body system. It sits on top of your skin and deflects sun rays. So when the sun hits your skin, zinc oxide and titanium dioxide would deflect the sun rays. It hits, then deflects it. So it bounces off sun rays off the surface of your skin. So sun has no reason to penetrate further down into your body system. So that's how mineral sunscreen. So natural sunscreen has no potential to release free radicals into your body system, unlike the chemical sunscreen. Remember, natural sunscreen could either come in it could be written as physical sunscreen, mineral sunscreen, or natural sunscreen. These 3 terms means the same thing. It contains zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. All right, so choosing to use sunscreen containing these ingredients depends on personal preference. But if you are more concerned about the potential for endocrine disruptors, or you want more eco-friendly option, choose physical sunscreen, also known as mineral sunscreen or natural sunscreen. So I want to believe, when next you are grabbing a sunscreen for yourself, would you be more conscious about the ingredient list? What do you go for? Sunscreen containing zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. I love you guys. I would always bring the best skincare products, the best ingredients to always look out for that safety for your skin integrity. Until my next episode on how to apply your sunscreen. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe. All right, bye. See you guys on my next episode. Bye.